Hello guys, Caliber Beats here. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make grass using a particle system in Blender. So starting off, I have the default project opened up here, and I'm just going to press A to select everything and delete all that because we don't need any of it. You're going to start by pressing Shift A and adding a plane mesh. Just zoom in. You can go over here to the modifier tab and you're going to add under simulate a particle system. And you're just going to click these two sliders here and that will open up all of the properties for your particle system. You're going to change the type to hair instead of emitter, and right away you'll see this is basically going to be the core of your grass. Off the bat it's way too long, so right here under hair length you can turn that down. And you're just going to, underneath children, you're going to open that up and change the type to interpolated. Now display and render. So you'll see you have a lot of hair, we'll call it, going on here. And it's going to take up quite a bit of system resources. So what you're going to want to do is turn down display if you're experiencing any lag. And what that's going to do is it's going to limit the amount of children that are actually showing on your screen. And when you render it, it will be much greater than what you see. So here you'll see we have a very thin effect, but we have render set to, where is it now? 100. So as soon as I click render, let me add a camera. But as soon as we click render, it's going to thicken up. So let's see. Right. We need ambient occlusion on. So for rendering, you're just going to want to go to world and turn on ambient occlusion, and factoring of 1 is fine. Okay, that's going to take too long. So obviously 100 is way too much. So I'm going to turn that down to, let's say, 10. Try rendering that. And there you go. You'll see that it's much more thick than it is in our viewport. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do is add some children. So underneath the children tab, sorry, not add some more children, but you're going to want to randomize the direction of the grass so that it looks a little bit more realistic. So under roughness, you can change the size. I bring that down and turn up the uniform, and that's going to make it a little more wavy. You're just going to want to mess with these until you find something you like. So I'm going to turn up my display a bit. Alright, so now we're left with something like this. And the last thing you need to do is add a material. So I'm going to go into the material tab for our plane, and I'm going to add 2 materials. The first one is going to be our dirt, and I'm just going to set it to a color of orange, and then lower the brightness. And then we're going to make grass. Now a good tip here, I see a lot of people make actually green grass. Okay, grass is not green. It has very light hints of yellow in it. I've also seen turquoise grass. I don't need to tell you that grass is not turquoise. So set it to green and then pull it into the yellow a bit, and maybe get rid of some of that saturation for something like that. And you're going to go back into your modifier, go into your particle system, and under render you're going to want to switch the material to grass. And if I render it, we should now have something that looks like this. Now with just ambient occlusion, that's going to look a little weird. In fact, it does. So I'm just going to add a light quick so you can see how it looks. and turn down our ambient occlusion. That's a little bright. And there we have it. So you can play around with the thickness a bit by, again, just changing the number of render children, and that is basically it. So if this tutorial helped you, make sure you leave a like and leave a comment, and thank you for watching.